Welcome to the Campfire. Today, we're going to be continuing our journey in X4. So if you like the video, like it. If you have questions, comments, concerns, put them in the comments below. Subscribe to the Discord and subscribe to the channel if you want to follow on and see what we're doing and get notifications for new videos coming out. And let's get into this. So we've got our food and meds station made. The problem is, despite there being ice here, they refuse to go mine ice. None of our global orders and blacklists restrict people from going to that system. And in fact, this one tells people to go to it. I don't understand. And this one wasn't even set as the initial default. They'll go and mine there if I tell them to manually, which is annoying. But what I'm hoping is I've got a station building here that will make it our sector. Maybe that'll fix whatever is going on here. I don't know. Something ain't right with the system, that's all I know. Otherwise, we are now building the last component station that it looks like we'll need, which is antimatter converters. I didn't realize we didn't have those being made. At least nowhere in quantity enough where the wharf could get them. Yeah. Nowhere in quantity enough. We've got... what's going on here? 3 of them are made, so we're at least getting on with it. We've got enough of everything else. Just waiting on smart chips to be sent here. At which point, we can start building our own fleets. Which is fantastic. 900. We need 900 of these. Oh, give me 900. We'll have these smart chips taken back to the converter so that they can make their drones, get that out of our way. Everybody else has their drones made. I don't know why. Maybe I just need more traders here. And we do only have the 4. Getting a few more traders for each station probably wouldn't hurt. They're currently making, yeah, because we're missing antimatter converters because they're only just now being built. We're going to start building up some fighters, build up some mediums. We'll get that on the roll. Where are these all coming from? Whatever. The Antagon are here to fight.
We found something out here.
Okay. Oh. And our defense fleet is actually holding the line here pretty well. Getting ready for... and we're just building up for the next phase, which will be pushing up into Savage Spur, Tharkus Cascade, and Matrix. Just working on it. Slowly but surely. Gonna grab some money here. Yeah, we've got some. So I want to start buying the parts for building our own corvettes, medium ships. 1, so we can build our own traders and miners, but 2, so that we can start getting a small or a relative battle fleet going for a bit. Should have enough money to start working on that. Oh, where did that get broken? Alright. So that's happening down there. Yeah. Plutus mineral that was attacked there. I mean, like I said, these guys are mining just fine. I don't understand why they're not doing what they're supposed to do. We need a Plutus mineral. Actually, I should take a look at that. That's the advanced electronics. Oh, they don't need another. We don't need to replace that one. We're good. Next big thing is back to what I was thinking about. So, equipment. Got all the M stuff bought for weapons, except for a couple of these. Let's unselect these, because I don't really use missiles and torpedoes on LAR or mediums. I tend to use them on others, but not... or on smalls, but not mediums. That's fine, we can do that. Shield generators, let's take a look. M, we've already got the 2. Okay. Let's go to the M's here. This is gonna break us. Let's not buy the travel drives because we don't really use them. Combat thrusters. Tends to be the only one I ever really use. So with that, we go to our wharf. And build ship. I know we're missing antimatter converters. We're working on it. And I want to build a high preset. There we go. That would give us everything we need. Kurokami, if I want to build that one. I mean, yeah, Kurokamis are pretty nice. And they've actually got some decent storage for both solid and liquid. Probably because this is the only ship the Yaki use, so they also use it for mining. What's the weapon it chose? Bolt repeater for everything? Fair. I think we could also use Plasma Mark IIs on 2 of them to help burst things down. Interesting. Probably have 2 different loadouts, one like this as a balance, one with just the bolt repeaters and one with just plasma cannons. Combat Mark III, Combat Mark III. I mean, the all-around does travel faster, just a little bit, but we want the combat for the everything else. The Kurokami's not a bad ship. There we go. So we can start making our own fleets. Biggest thing is getting materials to the station and having them built in enough to fuel rapid production, or at least consistent production. So where's that Sonra? Had it going. Okay, it's just getting here. And then this will be finished. Maybe that'll fix the problems we're having with this system. Maybe. So logical overview, I mean, you've got plenty of ice. Things are being made consistently right now. And with this being made consistently, these are being made faster. Which is great. 20 minutes only? Weird. Okay. Well, let's look at the things that require ice. About 2 hours. Hour and a half. So that's not... Hour and 20 minutes. There we go. Fair enough. Well, let's manually set them to do one more run, since they won't automatically mine ice. And this is my gambit to fix that, which is grab the system and maybe that'll resolve the issue. Or it'll push a new hell on us. One or the other. Okay, so this doesn't make any sense either. I mean, it's working now. But once I turned off any of these, now they're mining. But Blacklist 3 just stops them from working in these two sectors specifically, Sanctum Virgin, Sanctuary of Darkness. And Action Xenon is just sectors owned by the Xenon. Orbelt is any except for all these sectors, which are basically within 3 jumps of Orbelt, including Orbelt and Third Redemption. But the problem is, the one that was stopping it was this. I don't get it. At least I think it was that one. Other than that, it was Blacklist 3, but neither one makes sense because they only block the Xenon. And me taking over the sector didn't change anything. It's just so weird that this sector is marked weirdly in... It's just got to be an oddity with how this sector is marked in the game code. Probably for the mission set to get the Hyperion, which includes this station. I don't know. So if I use the global setting, which is Blacklist 3, that shouldn't block this sector. Same with Orbelt. I don't know. But it's the only ice within any direction of me for quite a distance, actually. Don't know about Argon Prime, but yeah. Flashpoint, which is 1, 2, 3, and that manager is only 2 stars, so he wasn't going to get it over there. Still weird. And that's 3.5 stars versus almost 4. Great, so they will eventually come all the way over here for that. Whatever. Whatever. That's why I have so many miners on it. Because I know that's going to become a problem.
Your cargo is secured before departure.
There we go. We've got that really weird problem sorted. And our wharf is slowly starting to build things. Because the converter is done. Got 2 more drills made. Where are they going to go? Where are we going to put these guys? I don't know yet. I don't remember why I made them. The thing that bugs me is we finished the Xenon construction research. I would have thought that would put me at unlock the ability to modify the mysterious new variants of Xenon ships at personal production installations. So we can only add weapons to them? We can't actually make them? So maybe I should actually use that. Let's see.
Can I help?
Yeah. We'll just do that. Keep using that mod. At least for the Xenon ships. Yeah, I don't get it. Once they get out of the sector, they stop being able to detect that there's stuff to mine here. But once I manually move them into sector, they mine. This is weird. I mean, in one more, minute, or a couple more runs around, it won't matter. They'll just go over to second contact where they can mine ice all they want, but it's just weird that they're not able to see third redemption when they're in this sector. It's like this isn't added into the script for the AI as a viable system. I wonder why that is. And maybe I need to try and connect with somebody at EgoSoft. I'll put in a bug report. Not a big deal. It's just one of those like, this doesn't make any sense. Okay, I need par M shields. Par M shield. Okay. I need to get their stuff anyways. And some of their ship blueprints so that our wharf can start making their ships. Not a big deal. There's a couple of theirs I want anyways, like the Nemesis, and I mean the Gorgon's not bad either. The Gorgon's a pretty decent drone boat. Not my preferred for flying myself because it's so slow, but I like to use it in fleets. Let's start pulling money. Component factory's definitely making some bank. Most of our stations are making some decent money right now, but that component factory is doing some heavy lifting. And plasma conductors. Oh, yeah. And the wharf. The wharf has been making a lot of money for us, which is one of the many reasons I built it. All right. So we can start getting the battle fleet more prepared for taking on stations over here. We'll clear out Tharkus Cascade 15. We'll build a station here to claim the sector. Probably make it a defense station that's going to be right on this gate because that shipyard is right there. How built is this? It's not at all. Okay, good. And with 57 million... Ooh, can I build a carrier? Please tell me I can build a carrier. Can I afford the shark? Almost. I think I should probably keep everything at max. Alright, we'll just hold off until we've got 3 more mil to buy a shark. Start working on other things. I've currently got a bunch of Kurokamis building, mostly for patrolling the sector. Might see if... I kind of want to see if 20 Kurokamis can take out a cock installation. We'll see in a few minutes when that happens. Okay, well, the Delilah group is here because it's just getting worse and worse in this sector. So we're just going to have that. The group that we know can take care of this problem, take care of it. So we'll have you 4 do that. You all will go over here and just kind of collectively wait. Take care of other problems in the system. You can come in and help once the battle group gets there and gets moving. Alright, looks like they're making landing. Oh, why is the Hyperion always doing this? Oh. Hopefully this time it doesn't almost die because it does this. I mean, 3 or 4 of these destroyers should be fine to take care of this problem. So the fact that we've got 8 just means it'll be taken care of faster. Hyperion's not technically a destroyer, but it is kind of close. So we'll see what happens. It's going to get close enough to be attacked, so have it flee. See, it's great for assisting in battle against Xenon, but now that we've got so many other destroyers, I think I should remove the Hyperion from this crew. Yeah. What we'll do here is we'll have the Hyperion lead the defense forces that I use here. The Kurokamis, have all of them just rally around this guy. That'll work. This Hyperion is going to end up being Fleet 1. Got it. That'll be fine. So now we've got 7 total destroyers here just bashing away at this. It's already down to 88%. This is going to be done in very short order. Of course, this one's the longest range one we got. Alright then. Well, that went down. The thing that surprises me is how quickly this respawned compared to prior to this. Well, now that it's already latched onto attacking the destroyers, maybe this will be fine. Plus, there's so many fighters and everything else. So they may just take care of all the swarms around us. Okay, so we've got that taken care of. So they can go fly back to where they want to. Our next big thing will be, besides starting the battle in up here, we'll want to be cleaning out Sanctum Verge and then probably take that sector for ourselves too. Was I running SATA drive too long? Probably. Okay. But then we can also build a shark, because we have more than enough money now. Okay, got the FPS issue resolved. Sometimes if you run SATA for a little bit, trying to push things forward and move things along, it can make things rather weird. So let's buy this out. We'll get 1 shark moving along for us. And to go along with that, we will build or purchase a behemoth to act alongside of it. What does this all give us? Main battery, shard, then pulse. Why the pulse turrets, though? I could argue for plasma. Interesting. And for this, yes, shard. Shard will work on the first one. There we go. Then that's about all we can do at the moment. We'll just get those 2 running with us. Bring the shark in when it's possible. Just waiting on weapon components for the Kurokamis. And then we'll start building the ships we need for the shark. Because what we need here, if I remember right, 64 capacity with 16 docks, which equals out to, I don't know, 64 plus 16, that's 80. 80 fighters total that can dock with the ship. Which makes it a fairly formidable foe on the battlefield. Even though it itself doesn't have very strong weapons, it is the strong weapon. Which works for me. So we're having you go back up. The Hyperion will be kind of patrolling and cleaning up this sector. Let's get a few more things taken care of here. Oh, and one way over here. Forager. Like I said, we're going to be working on another battle group so that we can start cleaning out this little pocket here. Because there's an installation and a nest to deal with. It's called an installation, but it's really not. This is a whole big nest. That's going to take a few destroyers to take care of. One thing I'm thinking is we might want to double this up. And instead of trying to expand it, well, we could just expand downwards. Oof. That could be something to do here. Can we go up? I did not build a good way to go up. Okay, there is a way to go up and down here. Let's go up. Do I want to do 3? Should make more than enough room. Then we already got that on there, so we just need to double basically everything. I didn't add that. There we go. 3 was probably excessive. So plop that out over there. Then we can grab this. Copy sequence. It's just harder to see when it's all shadows like this. Here we go. Oops. No, there we go. Put you onto that. Copy sequence. Is that... It's not tall enough. Just catches. Okay, we're gonna have to do it the other way. Oh, come on. Come on. Give me this. And then put you down onto... Why does that throw a fit now? Odd. Huh. Alright, cancel. Yes. Let's try that again. 1, 2... Maybe just a little bit higher then. Copy. Okay. Alright. Got that going for us. It's a little bit easier if I Do it that way. Copy. There we go. Copy the whole sequence. Good enough. So we need another. Grab all these, put them there. That's the whole sequence. Put them... How are you? Alright, I'm gonna... that is a pain in the backside. Okay. Remove piece. Try to sort this out. Alright, screw that. It's just gonna frustrate me to no end trying to make that all fit and work. So what? Oh, I know what happened. I'm just an idiot. So if I go here, go to the component factory, and I set it to a full 10 by 10, or 20 by 20, whatever. There we go. If I just... I mean, that's the problem, right? If I'm trying to set this up, could go this way. To go downwards. Going down the other way would work too. Two and three. Alright, I'm gonna try this again. Yeah, never mind. It keeps breaking about the same time I get halfway across the station design, so we're just gonna go with building an entirely separate platform. Have two stations doing the same thing. Fair enough to me. Doesn't really change the number of ships running around doing the things, so. Let's put components or factory. Here's the other thing I need to figure out. Is how much workforce it would need. And set this to use, I mean, it doesn't have to be default, I suppose. There we go. There was a whole point to naming them one. So, core belt, component, factory, Really? Really now? 2. There we go. Never said I was smart. And yes, I could have just put all the components needed and then clicked shuffle, but there's a possibility that it would rewrite the whole station. So logical overview. If I wanted to do a workforce, 26,000. That's 26 large habitats. Okay. We're going to need another 1 or 2 of these before I try doing that. But until then, you are still never having enough of weapon components, which we will fix by having this built. That's fine. You're getting there. Could double you up, which would increase your production. So why don't we do that? I designed you very badly, didn't I? I didn't think about future expansion on this station. Let's see. Antimatter converter. Yeah, I only did. There we go. Let's try grabbing the whole sequence. Okay. Now to fix this, it's just annoying. Put another connector in there. Done. And for you, probably gonna need a connector as well. So we might as well just expand these stations now so that we don't run into problems in 2 minutes from now. And copy module, there we go. Copy sequence. This will have to go somewhere. Probably about there. That'll work. And copy. Slap you onto the back of something here. Or the underside of something. Good enough. Probably need another one or two of these. That'll work. Because we're clearly going to need more of those than I thought I did. Done. Those two should be able to be built by... It may take a while, but all this. Considering we have... I should add more storage to this station. Because that is a good thing to note. Once we have a bunch made, it's really not a lot. So there we go. That's the next thing that needed to be done around here. Was increasing our capacity. Probably do the same thing to whole parts in the future. Let's take a look. Shark is still not built, though it is getting closer to being built. Behemoth is built. So we can add that. No, this will be the start of another subgroup. This one will be just large ships for the most part. I suppose we're getting closer, one step at a time, to what we want to be doing. So as always, thank you for joining me here by the campfire. And please, drop a comment. Like the video. Subscribe if you want to. But always, have a wonderful day.